Samson Dowda, Hadi Chupon. Side by side, 1 and 2, supposedly. That's James Hollingshead. Find him. That's Marcelo. And then at the end, we have Moshaban. Samson and Hadi immediately stand out amongst the group. Mo Shaban looks really good. James is one of the bigger guys on stage.
Quarter turn right.
Details a little bit hidden right now.
It's strange.
I can't tell if it's the color, his color, or what. But
I don't know what it is, but next to Hadi, it looks like, you know, I don't know.
Turn. Yeah, Hadi Chupon. Impressive.
Back double bicep.
What do you think? Defending champion?
I'm still looking. I'm still trying to take it all in. And
Hadi has insane detail in the upper body.
yes, he's much improved from the Olympia with his back, because his back was a little bit softer body part for him.
Well,
he's so detailed.
He's much harder than he was at the Olympia on a Friday night.
And face front.
I would almost venture to say if he looked like this at the
Thank you,
Olympia,
gentlemen.
he would have won.
Mr. Olympia.
Yeah, he would have won. Samson looks bigger, rounder shoulders. I'm not sure if the condition is where it needs to be yet. I need to take another look.
I totally overlooked Marcelo.
I think.
All right, folks. Judges are getting their first initial look at our gentlemen in the lineup here tonight. What do you think, everybody? All right, we're going to move into our individual presentations at this time, and then, of course, we'll bring the guys back out for the comparisons. Please welcome your first competitor, a perennial top 5 finisher here at the Arnold. He's born in Grenada, currently residing in Clifton, New Jersey. Please welcome the Beast, Akeem Williams.
Akeem's very, very heavily muscled, one of the strongest guys in the IFBB, very insane shape. He's actually got a pretty small waist, very wide shoulders, very, very thick quads. The knock on Akeem has always been conditioning, which he seems to have pretty good conditioning at the show. Just
Great condition.
We have to see next to some of the other guys.
But when he turns around in his back double biceps is where, that's where, if I had to criticize him, that's where I would, unless he brought his back up, but I don't know.
Well, Akeem's always been also known for having very high lats. So you'll see here when he pulls a back double, the lats insert very high, which can help him in a way because it makes him look like he has more of an X frame. But when you're standing next to guys with great backs, it can be detrimental. And I don't know if that's a genetic thing where his back inserts or if it's an injury of some sort. I've never been really sure. Last time I saw him on stage was Tampa. I think he did the Olympia after that, but this is the best condition I've seen him in a while.
Please welcome your next competitor, making his Arnold Classic debut from Quebec, Canada. Please welcome Antoine Valiant.
Very good condition for Antoine. You can tell he pushed it all the way to the limit. Legs look incredible.
It's a little different from what you see in pictures on Instagram. You know, it's different if you got a good workout, you got a good pump, and you take some great pictures. You know, it's not the same pump that you can bring on stage. It's still one of the better Antoines. But I think he's going to have a hard time next to some of these other guys. Maybe size-wise, just a little bit in the upper body.
He's got great shoulders and great legs, front to back. I think he could just use a little bit more torso size. See his shoulders there are just very, very round.
Upper chest.
He could use a little more torso size to the chest and back. But it's been something Antoine's been battling for a long time. He's been trying, and that's why he took a year off this year. He thought, I'm going to take a year off. I'm going to put on a lot of size and see how things go.
I remember Justin 2 years ago, he came out prejudging. He looked like the winner, and he came back the next day, and it was, and yeah, lost it all somehow. But he looks great.
Now,
I remember a couple of times Abdullah sent me some pictures. Who was working with him, and I told him, I said, he looks great. He just needs more detail in his quads, and I can see right now. I mean, a lot of things changed in the last 2 weeks, so he looks unbelievable.
Well, a lot of people count Justin out, but he's also notorious for getting ready very late. Like the last week or two, he really pulls it all together.
How much can you pull off, though, in the last, 2-3 days?
You know, you can't usually pull off much, but Justin is one of these guys that you'll see a picture of him 2 weeks out, and you think to yourself, oh, he's never going to be ready. And then within a week or two, he brings this package, and then you're like, okay, wow, like. But not many guys can do that, but Justin seems to do it show after show. Now, he has lost a little bit of ab detail, so I don't know how that's going to affect him, because they're really heavy on shape and making sure the waist is tight.
A former IFBB Pro League Brazilian champion from Garca, Brazil, please welcome Rafael Brandao.
Did he get rid of the mustache?
I don't know if that, yeah, he did.
You guys were talking about earlier how such an international field this year. It always has been the last few years, but Brazil seems to be the hotbed as of late. Can you explain why that is?
Well, I think once you have somebody come from a country and makes it in the sport, a lot of people get the idea that they can do it too, right? So I think somebody like Eduardo Correa and then Rafael and some of these guys from the South American countries have shown that you can get the contracts, you can do well at the shows, and then that gives other people inspiration from those areas to do the same thing.
Absolutely, even in the women's divisions as well.
Very good condition, very balanced, great shoulders and chest. He's really got great shape and great muscularity everywhere. It's just when he's standing next to some of the other guys, it may not be thick enough. We'll have to see it again in comparisons. Very nice physique, though.
Your next competitor making his return here to the Arnold. He was a top 10 finisher back in 2018 from Sunrise, Florida. Please welcome John De La Rosa.
John is the IFBB's best friend. Everybody loves John. Everybody's rooting for John, and I think everybody's really happy to see him in this kind of condition after taking a while off. This may be the best I've ever seen John's condition.
Really?
Yeah, he's working with Patrick Tour now. I don't know if they finally figured out a formula for him, but I've never seen John with striated glutes and a back that dry. Like, he looks very, very good.
Now, we were talking about earlier athletes with tattoos, and this is for the men's division.
Right.
Do you think this interferes with detail?
No, I mean, I see a tattoo on his shoulder there, but I don't think it's enough to take away from what I think the judge is trying to see. I think more so it's when you cover somebody's whole back, it really takes away from the detail of the back.
Thank you, John De La Rosa. Your next competitor placed third at the Olympia. And here's your reigning, defending Arnold Classic champion, Born in Nigeria, residing in the United Kingdom, please welcome Samson Dauda.
Let's see if the man with the best shape in the show has done enough. Small waist, big legs, great arms, massive chest. He's really got everything you need from the front. Conditioning looks a little better than the Olympia from here.
It's just so well balanced.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just you can't help but just love his physique.
Back lat spread's very wild. You can hear the crowd kind of go nuts. His posing is so fluid too. For such a big guy, he really knows how to present.
The defending champion.
Please welcome your next competitor. Tonight, making his Arnold Classic debut, former Olympia champion, Hadi Choopan.
Very densely muscled. That's all is the best way to describe Hadi. Just very, very thick muscle bellies.
Look at Arnold.
Yeah, I mean, you have to look at it. And, you know, for a guy that's as heavily muscled as he is, his shape is still very good. He's not giving up anything. His waist is small.
Yeah, I was a little worried about his waist, to be honest, but I see that he pulled it together.
But he's pulling a great vacuum. His quads look great. His overall shape, very wide shoulders. His conditioning is very good.
This got to mean a lot for Hadi. I mean, for both. I mean, if Hadi doesn't win the Arnold,
No,
you know,
it's
what
a
is he
big
going to
deal.
do at the Olympia? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal. This is a big risk. But I think he seems like a very competitive person, and he also seems like he really believes in himself. And
This is where I want to see, because his back was a little bit, in the last couple of years, was never really
his glutes and,
crisp.
glutes and hamstrings look dry and stripped out. Back doesn't look soft to me.
double. I want to see a double bite. Yes. No, his back is improved, definitely.
I don't know.
Condition-wise.
Looks like a very good package. It's just going to be. I'd like to see him next to Samson. See how that looks. He's ready.
Samson is just two different, very different physiques. Especially in height, stature.
It is very different, except I think Hadi.
Your next competitor. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring them back on stage at this time, split them in half on the diagonals. And of course, the call-outs from our judges. Let's have our gentlemen on stage, please.
Samson, Hadi, Rafa, James.
Folks, this is your chance to help out the judging panel
I
as
don't
they're
know who
making
the
their
fifth
notes.
is.
Justin.
Who's going to be
Justin.
Akeem.
You got the-
I think they may hold back Justin because of his waist. Because they're very strict on that now.
Well, all answers. All we gonna get all the answers.
Well, you didn't give me your
about-
top five. You're just going to set me out there to dry?
No, James, Samson. I mean, Samson, Hadi, Raphael, Justin.
And
All right, I'll kind of our gentlemen on
quick,
stage.
before you see them.
And I don't know.
He's gonna wait until I cheat again.
No, It's so hard to decide.
James will be in the top 5.
James.
There's James. Rafa.
Jonathan.
De La Rosa. We missed it.
Oof.
Oh, that wasn't James first. I'm sorry.
We did 5 and they
this
got
isn't-
6.
They brought 6 out.
Oh, they brought 6 out. That's why. So we were right. They added
Yeah.
John. So they have John, Rafa. Oh, Antoine's in that top
Yeah.
call-up.
Hadi and Anton switch.
Good for him.
John and Anton switch.
Oh my God! They put John in 3rd or 4th.
Gentlemen, spread out, stay on the line, and hit a front double bicep.
Yeah, your eyes kind of, I mean, Janet, you talked about this. Your eyes kind of go right to the
Front
center of
lat
that, doesn't
spread.
it?
Yes, and I mean, John displays like a great symmetry.
Yeah.
The thing with Antoine in the abdominals is a little
Side
not as
chest.
symmetrical.
You know what? John looks very, very good in this
Yes. He looks better next to the guys than by himself.
lineup. I know. He's like, I'm comparing him to Hadi right now.
Back double bicep.
I mean, look at Hadi and look at John.
Back lat spread.
How does the real
Side
last spread is
tricep.
unbelievable.
Very thick. It's very, very thick.
I don't know where you get all that meat from
I
in
know,
such
right?
a short time.
So I have Samson winning in the side
Dominant
shots
thighs.
and the front shots. I think Hadi might
Your
have
favorite, most
No.
muscular. Gentlemen, stay on the line.
Here we go. Get back on the line. They should put a step there. And you step forward, you
Can't
fall
step-
off
yeah.
the stage. Look how wide Hadi is.
Thank you,
being so
gentlemen.
short.
Back in line, please.
Yeah, I mean, this is the difference between Hadi and Nick Walker, because Nick Walker competed against Samson last year. Hadi is a big, thick, very dense bodybuilder, but he still has pretty good shape.
Prejudging. And 10 Mohammed. Akeem, not Anton. Akeem and Justin switch. Gentlemen, front double bicep. Front lat spread. Side chest.
I think I have Mo and Akeem out of this group. Justin looks great
Back
from the
double
side.
bicep.
No, it's Akeem and Horse. That's the way they put him.
Yeah, I know. I don't. Feels like Horace's condition is. It just needs a little bit more.
He needs more back, that's for sure, because
Yeah.
he's losing the back
Back
post to
lat spread.
all three of them. Even Akeem's back is not even that great. It looks like he needs more muscle. Lat spread is great.
Yeah, he pulls it out
Side
well.
tricep.
From the side shots, Justin's definitely there with Akeem.
Abdominals and thighs.
When you go from the front, I feel like Mo is there with Akeem more so.
Relax. Justin and Horse switch, please.
Oh, there you go.
Gentlemen, spread out a little. Give yourself some room and hit a front double bicep.
Yeah, he's
Front lat spread.
He's much bigger than Mo across the shoulders.
Yeah.
I think that's really helping him. Yeah.
Side chest.
Side of the leg's wild too on Justin. That side shot's incredible. Shoulders, chest.
Back double bicep. Back lat spread.
Dennis, do you have Justin winning this lineup? This call out?
Justin and Akeem.
Side tricep.
It's so hard to judge him because if I would break him down, I said I give Justin from behind and Akeem from the front.
Abdominals and thighs.
From the side, it's
kind of
apples
even.
and oranges.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But it's strange to see a horse being out there, which means 9th
Your
or
favorite
10th
most muscular.
out
Well,
of
when
10.
you see him-
But when I look at him now and I
Yeah.
look at him on the pictures that he posted, that's a different physique.
Well, when you see him next to guys
Thank
that
you,
are
gentlemen.
much
Back in
thicker,
line, please.
much thicker like Akeem and like Justin, you see some of the weakness in the shoulders and chest.
Samson and Hadi.
Oh, here we go.
He's the top two.
Well, we saw this in the last group, and Fouad, you asked Dennis, was this just for the
Front
fans,
double
or is this
bicep.
something they really want to see?
Look at the condition on
This-
Hadi. It's so outstanding.
I think this time it's a little different. I don't think this is just for the
Front
fans.
lat spread.
I think they really, and this is also prejudging, so they're still looking. I think they still want to see for sure, right? I mean, they got to really.
But now, and
Side
look,
chest.
Hadi, I would say Hadi is what, like 40, 50 pounds lighter than Samson?
Well, because of the height, yes.
I know.
Yeah.
But when you look at the size, they're pretty equal in size.
Right.
Back double bicep.
Well, and I expressed this to somebody earlier today. They said, "Who do you think's going to win?" And I said, "They're both very muscular. Samson's got him on shape. Hadi's got him on
Back lat
condition.
spread.
Yeah.
It's going to really depend what they want."
I don't know where he gets that lat spread from.
Side tricep.
All of a sudden, he opens up like a 747.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's the back double bicep for Samson that holds him back a little bit, but he really opens it up for that lat spread. The side chest, you know, and look at the side tricep
Abdominals
there.
and thighs.
It's better than Hadi's, but Hadi's in better condition.
Better condition, yeah.
Right.
This is literally apples and oranges right now. I mean, if you go for shape, you go for Samson. If you go for condition, you go for Hadi. Hadi has great shape, too. Don't get me wrong. And I was wrong.
favorite most
I
muscular.
thought his waist kind of expanded,
So did I.
but I got to give it to him.
I wonder if that was a prep issue, though, because his waist looks very different
Yeah,
at this show.
yeah. I think he knew that he had to bring the condition front to
Thank
back.
you, gentlemen. Back in line,
And
please.
he definitely delivered. And it's a dogfight. I don't think there's a clear winner right now for tomorrow.